Joining us right now is not only an NBA finalist with the Miami Heat last year, star at Williams, but former Michigan Wolverine Duncan Robinson joins the show. Thank you so much for taking the time. Sharpshooting Duncan Robinson. Now, we're going to get to the Michigan game. We're going to get to your game last night, but we want to talk to you about some of the new news in the NBA regarding the COVID-19 protocols. Let me get this right. You can't give high fives. You can't eat at restaurants. You can't have guests in the hotel room. What is the point of being a young, handsome, famous, athletic millionaire if you can't do any of those things?
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. Everybody's sacrificing, with everything that's going on. So a small sacrifice in the grand scheme of things. At least we still get to play basketball. So trying to keep it all in perspective in that regard.
I'm so happy for you, Duncan, as an undrafted player to come into the game and being one of the best catch-and-shoot players from range in the league. It's been tremendous to watch your growth and helping lead the team to the NBA Finals last year. But last night, you guys were depleted, playing against Philly. The game went into overtime, and as Jacoby mentioned, the COVID protocols. So what was it like going into the game understanding that you guys were going to be shorthanded?
Definitely a challenge. We were stuck in Boston for an extra night, sent 9 guys back to Miami, basically on a whim. We weren't really sure who we were going to have, and ended up being that we just had 8 available. And, it was all hands on deck, everything it took. Of course, that's the game that goes to overtime, the one where we only got 8 guys. But I thought we battled, definitely didn't, back down, but didn't make enough plays down the stretch. So we got another shot at them on Thursday, so we're excited for that.
So when I watch you and your Miami Heat team, I feel a certain kinship with you and Tyler Herro, and I can't put my finger on exactly what that is. Oh, wait, I can. It's because you're white guys from America in the NBA. How is that experience different? How are you treated differently? What does it feel like being sort of a white duo from America in today's NBA?
I feel like we get a lot of love from people that maybe, have looked like us, or young kids who want to be NBA players and maybe look up to us in that regard. We also get targeted a lot, particularly on defense. That's something that we learned early and often last year and dealt with a lot in the playoffs, but it certainly challenges you and forces you to grow as well.
Well, the great thing about this program, Duncan, we own things that are cultural or regional, and Jacoby outwardly cheers for you guys. And
Absolutely.
He promised to put you guys up on the wall if y'all made it to the NBA Finals. So he's you guys' #1 fan, and he's going to hold it down. But I got to talk to you about something else. Our Michigan Wolverines played basketball last night, and we went into the game ranked number 7, and we beat the brakes off of Wisconsin last night. We beat the brakes off of Wisconsin last night. So talk about what you see happening in Ann Arbor with our Wolverines.
Man, they're just fun to watch. Jawan has them rolling. No surprise to me. Obviously, I'm sure it's no surprise to you that he just has them firing on all cylinders. They just look like they're having fun, which is my favorite thing, just as a fan and obviously an alum of the program, just to see those guys enjoying the moment, playing together. And just making the most of opportunities, even in this strange year that we're all going through. But to see them come together like that and put on a game, particularly like last night, I had the chance to watch some of the highlights, so that was just a lot of fun.
Jawan acknowledges a lot, and rightfully so, but you as a member of the Heat, I call you guys the Miami Mafia. Only leave via death, because you guys and Pat Riley are so very loyal. And Eric Spoelstra is the best coach other than Pop to me in the league. So can you acknowledge to the world when we say an identity and the Miami Heat culture, exactly what that means?
It's an everyday thing. It's the pursuit of building habits and just taking every little opportunity to improve seriously. There's no days off with Miami, and even if it's a day of rest and recovery, it's taking that seriously and doing all the right things and checking those boxes. So it's a perfect situation for me. I love where I'm at. I feel like they've helped me so much in my development and allowed me to really grow as both a person and player. So it's been the ultimate blessing just to be a part of this organization.
Now, Duncan, when me and Jay started this show as a podcast 10 years ago, there weren't that many podcasts like this one in the game, but now there's a very crowded podcast market, and you are launching a podcast as well called The Long Shot. What is going to be different about your show, The Long Shot?
Well, I think I'll have a unique perspective in that there's only a handful of podcasts of, current players. And just to provide that unique insight into this season, particularly so many just changing things and moving pieces, so many firsts. This is really going to be a year of firsts with everything going on in the pandemic. And also, I think with my story, having the opportunity to really speak to my guests and get in touch with them just in a conversational level and have it be not so much like traditional media interviews, kind of like how you guys do, but really actually have like an intimate conversation. So that's one of the reasons why I'm a huge fan of your program, and we'll definitely take some of the stuff that you guys do and apply it to my show as well.
Thanks a lot, and we appreciate the love. And I'm pretty sure so many people come up to you very often and they ask you, how did your jumper get so wet? Can you, for our audience, talk about the practice, the drills, the time that you've put in to become an elite shooter?
Yeah, there's people ask me that all the time. There's no secret sauce to that thing. The secret is repetitions and work and a lot of hours. For me, I'm a big believer in shooting wise. You got to find something that's comfortable to you and something that you can repeat, and then just rep it out over and over again until it just becomes muscle memory to the highest degree. So there's no secret. People are always looking for one, but the secret is just in the sweat.
Well, we appreciate you. We'll be rooting for you on the court. We'll be rooting for your podcast, The Long Shot. You're welcome to come back on this show whenever you would like. Thank you so much for joining us, Duncan Robinson.
Appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for having me. Go Blue always.
Go Blue. Hail to the victors.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.